What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today is a long-awaited video that I've been wanting to do for a while now. As you can tell by the title, it's a girl talk, but it's tips and tricks and hacks for females, and also some tips on how to smell good throughout the day for as long as you can, for as long as 24 hours. Number one is so important. I mean, they're all important, but I feel like if you're gonna remember anything, you need to remember number one. And number one is you are what you eat. So if you're eating fast food all day, you're eating junk food all day, every day, it's gonna show. It's not only just gonna show in like physical ways, but it's gonna have a smell. You'll be able to smell it. You're gonna smell different, as opposed to if you were eating like healthy fruits not all day, but if you're more on the healthy side, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having an unhealthy meal and snacks from here to there, but if you eat that stuff all day every day, it's gonna show, and you're not going to get any results no matter what you're doing. If you're still eating bad, everything else that you do after that is going to have no meaning at all. I would suggest if you do eat fast food, no more than 3 times a week. 3 is pushing it, but no more than 3 times a week. Number 2 on my list is to frequently change your loofahs. If you don't know what a loofah is, I'm going to insert a picture. Now here's the problem. They do carry bacteria, which is why I always change my loofahs every 2 weeks, sometimes every 3 weeks. I don't think that you should be using the same loofah for more than a month. Even that is kind of dragging it, but no more than a month should you be using the same loofah, because there's so much bacteria inside those little holes, because you know it's a loofah. Like there's just bacteria in it. It's really disgusting. I know some places have them like $3-4. So if you really care about your health and your body, no price is too much when it comes to changing a simple loofah. So on to my third tip is about these little ladies. These are panty liners. And let me just say, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm just gonna be up straightforward with you guys. So we're all ladies, okay? So this is a panty liner. Nice and thin, white cotton. This right here. And you pull the back off. It's a panty liner. These are not pads. These are not for you to wear on your cycle. That's not what these are for. And I'm going to explain to you what these are for. These are for wearing underwear that are not white cotton. If it's not white, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. When you wear colored underwear, there's dye inside that underwear. And if you just apply that to your body and it's down there, it throws off your pH balance. You should always be wearing a panty liner when you don't have on white underwear, because that will throw off your pH balance immediately. You can start to smell funny. Your discharge will be different colors that they're not supposed to be. And it's because of the dye from the underwear. Please don't forget to wear your panty liners when you don't have on white underwear. So the next one is like a kind of 2-in-1. So it's to always carry around wipes. I say to carry around wipes, and that's because when you're out and about and you start to feel like you're getting a little moist down there, like you're sweating and stuff, you need to wipe, okay? And not dry wipe. You need to get one of these wet darlings. It doesn't have to be the specific brand. It could be I prefer just regular baby wipes, or I know they have some flushable ones, but I just use regular baby wipes. And it's because when you start to get moist down there, you start to leave an odor if you don't wipe it clean and dry. If you are outside and it's hot and you start to sweat and you feel it's moist down there, you need to go wipe, because if you don't, you're gonna start to smell, because that moist, it's gonna mix with any bacteria that you attracted from that time, and you just gonna start to smell. My next tip is to stop using these. Okay, let me see. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna show you this. These Summer Eve sensitive cleansing cloths. I stopped using these, and yes, I still have a nice big pack just for this video. I stopped using these a couple months ago because I was just hearing a lot of negative things, and also did my research and started to learn that these are not good for you. A lot of things, feminine products that people like brands try to put out to you are not good for you. These are not good for you. These throw off your pH balance. They throw it off, and that's all I'm gonna say. I feel like if you guys, I mean, you don't have to stop using them if you don't want to, but I would recommend not to. And you can also just do your research on it, but these are not good for you. These are not good for you. And I see so many people tell women in their videos, Summer Eve's wipes. No, you can just regular baby wipe. It's fine. So my next tip is to have no hair or minimum hair down there, because just like we shave our underarms, you should be shaving down there. You want to make sure that if you do have hair, you just want to have it nice and trimmed, nothing too wild and crazy going on, because hair traps bacteria, and then that with moisture, that leads to smells. I think that no hair is the best way to go, but you know, that's just my preference. My next two things tie with this as well. The next one is gonna be to sometimes, or most of the times if you can, is to try to sleep with no underwear. You just need to let her breathe. When you're out during the day, you can't really do that, but you sleep for, well, you should be sleeping for at least 7 to 8 hours. I think that's a lot of time to just let her breathe. So just try sleeping with no underwear. You can sleep with a nightgown on if you want, and no underwear if you feel better that way. This is my dorm, my room only, so I can do whatever I want. But I would say to try to sleep with no underwear on as much as you possibly can. The next thing is going to be no tight underwear. I feel like there's a really fine difference between fitted underwear and tight underwear. Tight underwear is like kind of suffocation when you get like those really deep like imprints from your underwear on your body, and I feel like that's just too tight. When you wear tight underwear too much, it can potentially lead to a UTI, which is a urinary tract infection. This is caused by moisture being trapped in that area with bacteria as well, and so that could potentially lead to UTI, and you don't want a UTI. So I think just get some underwear that you know fits you. I mean, it don't have to be too tight. I don't know what you're going for if you want really tight underwear, but just get some nice fitted underwear. I just never understood that one. This also goes for like jeans as well. When your pants are too tight as well, you start getting moist down there, and you just trapping everything down there. So try to get fitted jeans as well. My last two tips most have to do with how to smell good and stuff like that. And the first one is I recommend using Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap. I use this soap because it leaves such a clean feeling, and it's really good. This is always the second to last soap that I use in the shower. I always use 4 different types of soap. The first is a regular body wash, the second is a bar soap, and then I go in with my peppermint soap because it just leaves a really nice clean feeling, and I feel like whatever you put on afterwards, it kind of sticks, because I feel like this is like a fresh start, kind of like it's a new base. Whatever you put over this kind of sticks. I usually put this Dove, oh, I don't know if y'all can see that. Oh, okay, yeah, I can see that. I usually put this Dove soap on after I use this because it just leaves a nice clean warm smell. Like this is the shea butter with warm vanilla, so it just leaves like a nice relaxing vibe kind of smell. Like it's just really relaxing. So I use this, and it's really like a natural smell, and then I'll go over with a perfume over this. And then my last tip is this perfume right here, this Good Girl perfume, is just so amazing. I don't think people understand how amazing this smells. I get so many compliments on like, oh my gosh, what is that? You smell so good. Like, guys and girls, they're always like, you smell so good. I remember I was actually in the dining hall and the lady could smell my perfume from her mask, but it wasn't heavy. It was just like, that smells good. And she was like, what is that you're wearing? I was like, oh, that's Good Girl. I got this from Macy's. And she actually said that she's seen it before, but she never thought to get it. And I got this from Macy's. I think this was like $60-something. It's like about right here now. And it smells so good. I kind of wear this every day now, just because it just really does smell good. And you want to smell good. But those are my 10 tips and tricks on like your feminine hygiene and how to smell good. I hope you guys learned some things from this video. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video.